Phil, do
Kenny?
you remember the old days when you guys would come in, like we just launched something with you, get it going, and then you come in and want to know how it's doing, where it was, and you have all this list of questions, and I give you the look of like, piss off because I don't have time to run around trying to figure all this stuff out. How many stores is it in? Well, it's supposed to be in this many, Phil. Kenny, I can't see it all in these stores. Phil, get your people, go and find out which stores it's in. Remember all those conversations where to get data on something just listed or just running, everything just took forever to get an answer. Everything.
And it was frustrating. All of it was frustrating because I'd be frustrated at you because you couldn't get me the answers I want. You'd be frustrated because you didn't understand why I just didn't throw more resources at this. But either way, neither of us ever got the answers that we ever wanted.
Exactly. Tons of paperwork, took forever. And by the time we got the data, who cared anyway? Well, you know what, Mr. Chang? Those days are over. Field Agent just launched Marketplace. You want to know what it is, Phil? Because I know you're dying to ask me. It's a self-serve platform where brands of any size can launch tasks on demand.
Okay. So I can test packaging, pricing. I check promotions to see if they're set up correctly.
Buddy, all of it. And super quick. You can do it within minutes. And you can target by location, demographics. You can get photos, feedback, and the data is in one easy peasy, easy to read dashboard. Super, super easy. Best part, no minimums, no setup fees. You pay for the data you collect, and that's it.
Perfect for small brands that we talk to all the time, sales team, marketers, anyone who needs quick, real-world insights. I like
True data now. Not in a week, not in a month. If you're so inclined on a Friday afternoon like we are now, and you wanted to probably start it tomorrow or Sunday, guess what? You can do it. None of this 15-year delay, and before you know it, the world's turned over 3 times. Incredible.
If you're interested, check it out at www.fieldagentcanada.com/marketplace.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story.
There he is.
There he is. Oh my God.
I'm a
PB on Phil Chang.
I am a complicated man because somebody won't help with software. I manage 2 different Zooms. So I happen to be sitting in the wrong Zoom.
That's not me. I don't know how to do that. So you can't, that wasn't me.
Yeah. Because we just, we run an accelerator group. And so, so BCFB, but they have their own Zoom so we can record and keep all of their assets separate.
Yeah.
So I happen to be in that one going, where are these guys? Like, what's happening here? And then like, oh my God, like it's me, not them. Like I'm in the wrong place.
We say that because usually if it's a tech issue,
it's
definitely not him. It's going to be like, you can pretty much bet the house. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. Are you recording?
I am. I'm recording.
Okay, just nice double checking. We've done that before too.
I actually, I'm smarter now because I set the tech on ours to auto record. So as soon as we start this thing, it just starts up because that way I don't have to fiddle with it. And then
so was it already recording when before you got here?
No, I don't think so because you're not.
I heard it.
I think I'm I
heard it as soon as you logged on. I said it was
that's what I thought too. I thought, okay, well, hey, there you go.
This way, if I don't show you, Kenny can't do the podcast without me either.
Well, and the thing is, I was going to start talking to Clint, but I said I can't talk to him because I'm going to ask things that we should record. But you're not here, so what the hell am I supposed to do? So come on, Chang. Jeez.
Self-preservation.
God, well, if that's all it takes.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I've only met him once too. I met him last week.
That's awesome. It is awesome. I'm excited. So, I don't know anything about you. I'd love to hear more about you and
well, I'll do the quick intro.
Yeah, please.
So Clint's on today, owner, D-Original Sausage Haus. Except I don't know how to say it in German. I don't know. I know it's Haus, but
Yeah, house is perfect.
house or
Okay.
House, yeah.
house. Anyway, the brand. Well, he'll explain it to you. Make really really nice cured meats. Can I call it that?
Yep. Yep.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. The pepperoni sticks, Phil. When you come, well, provided there's any left at La Grotta, because I've been going through them pretty fast. Try not to tell Miriam I am stealing them periodically and not cutting them in half. I'm just leaving like no evidence, like I'm taking the whole thing so nobody thinks that someone's, I don't know.
Okay.
We were
All
there
right.
yesterday. What the hell do I know?
I've got this on recording now. What's it worth to
You
you?
can just delete this part out though then.
No,
Oh yeah.
I can cut it and I can send it other places.
That's not very nice, Phil. Anyway,
I know,
Internet's a
but
dangerous place.
honestly, what we wanted, because I was telling Clint last week, we love the small business, love the Canadian business,
yes.
love anybody in meats, especially because our country is complicated sometimes on the best day. Meats have its own particular complications. I don't know where we're going with this in terms of regulations, inter-provincial trade. Maybe you might know more than we do, so I'd love to hear that if you know anything or where it might be going. But for otherwise, it's 45 minutes or so. It's your show.
Okay.
Who you are, where you come from, why the hell are you doing this? All the cool stuff, and then we usually will pepper you periodically with some sort of insightful questions that we've prepared. Never. Can you
Yeah.
tell we're really not a prepared podcast?
Yeah. About me, I guess. Yeah. It's been a ride. Like I've changed careers several times, and this is where I've ended up. I was an automotive mechanic in a previous life, got into the box manufacturing world. So big everything from just manufacturing in general. So I was making printing plates, so got more on the graphics side of the business. Um, yeah, I did the kind of the technical part, the actual hands-on. I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but worked with a lot of artists trying to figure out what will print properly on a corrugated box, and did that. And then COVID comes around and changes everything. So yeah, so at the time I had moved out to the Toronto area for work, so I was there for about 9 years. Um, and came back and had this opportunity. So my business partner Jens, he had owned the shop, so D-Original Sausage Haus in Steveston here, and um, he was looking at kind of getting into the manufacturing side of it. So his original business partner, his dad was the sausage maker.
Right.
So that's kind of what prompted everything. Is they'd get together and watch a hockey game. He'd have all those great salamis and all these kinds of things. And he's like, "Where do you get these from?" Well, my dad makes them. You can't get them. Like they're wholesale only. So like, well, we need to retail these. So that's kind of how it all started. He's actually a banker. So he worked for Deutsche Bank, and then so the credit union system out here. And so yeah, we're not we didn't grow up in the sausage business or the deli business at all. So yeah, and then like I said, we had the opportunity to come in. I had lost my job at that time, so it said come out and learn how to make sausage. So out I came. So I came back to Vancouver. I grew up in Vancouver, so I've lived here most of my life. So I grew up in South Vancouver. So it's
Okay,
all,
so you know it.
all
And Phil
area.
was struggling there for a minute, but Phil now does see how auto mechanic, box maker, and sausage maker is like the line is perfectly straight. So he gets it now.
Yeah, it is kind of a manufacturing kind of thing all the way along.
Sure, you
So
you
it's all
stretched it to there. I didn't even get that far.
hands on, kind of
I
making it all yourself, but learn
I
how to make
actually
it.
understand it. I think I do. I do
I
think the
don't.
maker part of, what you do, if because sometimes that is the phrase, right? Isn't that the colloquialism? Like you want to see how the sausage is made, right? Like that's something people say, right? So I actually understand that.
Well, they usually say you don't want to see how the sausage is made, and
I was thinking that way too. I
I'm
don't
on the
think
opposite. I'm on
Really?
the opposite side. I said you should see how it's made.
Bring it
I
on,
love watching.
Brandon.
I love people when they make sausage.
Yeah.
I'm all good with it too. I made them myself.
So yeah, and then so I learned how to make it, through some various other things. We kind of were looking at our own manufacturing facility, and those things didn't quite work out the way we had planned. So we're working with a co-packer, making making our items, and we think we have a great product. We think we have a product that's different than everyone else is doing. So we've kind of looked at that and said, let's try and get this out in the world. So we have our deli, but we're like, we need to get into the wholesale side of things and kind of spread it around, because trying to get everyone to come to Steveston is very, very difficult.
So you still have a bricks and mortar
Yeah, we have a
shop.
brick and mortar. Like I said, there's just the two of us right now. We're running really lean, and just I go in every morning, open it up. My business partner runs the kind of runs the daily operation there, dealing with the customer facing stuff, and I go out and do wholesale sales, everything I can to kind of build that side of the business. Really kind of kicked off when we did the beer bites, or the dried pepperoni that you were talking
So
about.
good.
Started off with that. We were always making it, and it was always like softer, right? So it needed to be refrigerated, and we decided, like, hey, let's dry this to a shelf stable, because all you got to do is get the active water down, and then it's shelf stable.
Right.
We did that, and we're like, hey, this is a perfect match for. I mean, beer biter literally means beer biter, like a bite to go with beer.
Oh, it's so good, man.
So it's
No, the more you talk, the more I like you.
It's so good.
German. It's all the German concept of it. I had the joy of going to Germany a few years ago, and yeah, just saw that culture around beer and food, and
Yeah.
it was amazing. I'm like, well, we got to get this out in the world. So we've been literally putting boxes of this product on bars at different brewery tasting rooms. It's been selling fairly well for really just sitting on a bar with some of our branding on it, and people just having snacks while they drink beer. So that was kind of the start of that, because we make it low maintenance. We know the craft brewery scene is struggling.
Yeah.
There's things, so we do it by a consignment basis. I put a box on the bar, and I go around every week, service it, and charge them for what they've sold. They love it because they don't need to worry about it. Gets our product out in the world.
Right.
That way, it doesn't do me any good sitting in my shop.
Yeah.
Right. It's just sitting there, so we wanted to get it out in the world. So we're in 10 different places now. So it's a
Not
start.
bad.
Wow.
Not bad.
So just
Not bad.
trying to hustle that. Then we're trying to say, okay, what can we do with some of the other salamis we've got, and try and do that, because there's really nothing we think out there that's really similar, at least not locally made. Like there's some imported European things that come in, and so we're trying to do that and do it here with local products. And
Do you source all the meats and stuff locally then, or is that
so all the stuff it's all BC pork.
perfect?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we get it through Johnson's in Chilliwack. So
Got it.
Nice.
Wow. That's very cool.
So what do you sell in the store though? Like how many SKUs are we talking here?
Yeah.
Like,
so
I've only
of our-
seen like about a half dozen SKUs, 9 SKUs.
So of our product, yeah, we sell that's specifically ours. Yeah, there's about 12 different items we're trying to expand. We just I think you tried probably the apple whiskey one, which
Yeah.
is fairly new. We're trying to expand to a fig one. We want to do like a wild mushroom. So we want to do a few other
Right.
items on that. But a lot of stuff we get imported stuff. I mean, I'm not going to make a prosciutto when I can get it from Italy and it's fantastic, right? Like I don't need to compete in that
No.
space.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work anyway, right? It's different. So
No, it's so good. So we bring in those kind of things. We do our own fresh sausage. So
well, so you do fresh as well.
yeah, so we
Okay.
do bratwurst, or so we've got about 12 different kinds.
Oh, okay.
Kind
Because
of
when it be sold in the store, I'm thinking you can't just sell 9 SKUs in the store. Like it's got to be.
Yeah, and we bring in a lot of cheese too, right? Because there's no, if you look around, there's nowhere to buy cheese in Richmond. Not with any, big selection. You got the grocery stores, but it's just there's not a
Well, I
good
guess there's
cheese
really no good
variety.
cheesemongers out there, right? In a sense, right? Because
So,
well, the demographics are different too, right? So yeah, I guess I never thought of that.
so we are the cheese guys in Richmond. So we try to keep stuff you can't get in the grocery store. That's kind of our
Oh,
motto.
that's pretty
In the
cool.
grocery store, we try not to.
Yeah.
We try to get those things. We rotate things in and out.
Yeah.
Kind of core ones, and then just move things in and out. But yeah, retail is a challenge.
Oh
So,
Really?
gosh.
Why, Clint? Why is retail a challenge? Isn't it just a cakewalk?
oh yeah, you open the doors and people walk in, right? It's just
That's
that
isn't that
easy.
what they do?
It's
Busy
that
all
easy.
day.
Yeah, I mean, it's well, we saw. I think people's habits have changed. So pre-COVID, the store was quite busy. During COVID, we were allowed to stay open, but you could see there were definitely the people who didn't want to come in. We were allowed to have two people in the store at a time, all those kind of things. But we also had in our area a lot of people move away. They cashed in on the house. The house prices went
Yeah.
up. They all cashed
Yep.
out. I'm moving out somewhere a little bit cheaper. No
Yep.
problem. And then I don't know if we've fully gotten out of that habit of how we've shopped during COVID. We're seeing it coming back a little bit this summer. We've seen it kind of rebound a little bit, but since then, all the new people have moved in have never explored Steveston. So we get people like, "Oh, how long have you been here?" Oh, we're like 13 years. We're like, "No way."
13 years.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah. I can go check for you, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got the number right.
But I'm
So,
pretty sure.
so we have seen a lot of we see it rebounding a little bit now. But yeah, it's definitely down from 5 years ago or 5, 6, I guess 6 years ago now.
Hmm.
Well, I guess in the old days, like Steveston was pretty much a very tight community. Like, you know people born and raised in Steveston
Yeah.
that are my age, probably your guys' age-ish, but you know what I mean? If that's not, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people probably did decide that, and then you lose that bit of the community because it was a very tight community, like
Yeah.
very tight.
And those people still come back to our shop that moved away, but now instead of coming once or twice a week, they come once a month.
Yeah, which is okay. As
So,
long as they load up, it's
which
all
is
good.
great. Yeah, I mean, and so, but we are seeing, like I said, influx of new
Oh,
people now.
interesting.
But yeah, and there's always a challenge. It's a tough place to park.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
we
terrible.
we even get our regular customers. They drive around the block, can't park, drive around second time, third time they leave.
Yeah.
So
Are you like downtown Steveston? Or I don't know if it's called downtown, but like kind of where the wharf is, and then I've been there
yeah,
once.
we're a
So
couple blocks up off the wharf. So we're
I,
not really in that core area, but the other challenge with that, as soon as you get down on Moncton Street and down near the wharf, the rent's double.
yeah, yeah.
Right? They think they're Robinson Street sometimes, and they charge you a lot of money. There's a
Well,
lot
they
of
charge a
business.
premium, I guess. Are you by the bread place, or like it used to be a really good sourdough bread place on one of the streets there, and
The Romanian bread, that
I
the
can't remember
one
what it
he was
is.
he did these big loaves, but we're up a block from.
From okay, well that's fine. That's all. It's downtown. You're
Yeah,
not on the. You don't get the. I think you probably get more locals then. It's less
yeah,
touristy, for lack of a better, because
yeah,
everybody likes to hang out on the wharf or on the dock, right? It's not
yeah. We're 2 blocks away from the docks, basically.
okay.
Huh. Yeah, I mean that
Interesting.
area is beautiful though. You kind of like
That's
I
lovely.
feel like as soon as you get down there, I don't know. I mean, I was only there once, but even when I got there, you kind of realize like there's some cool things by the wharf, but I actually need to go down every street, right? Like because
There's a
I have
lot
like
of
a ton of stuff here that I should
There's
be.
still a lot of mom and pops, a lot of cool independents, like just
Yeah,
cool shit, right?
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's very cool. That's very cool. So okay, so sausage, cheese. Um, Gosh, where do I get distracted because
I know you get hungry too. If you knew how good they were, it's even worse.
it makes me hungry. Well, I know, except you don't share, so then I don't know.
That's
Um,
life.
and neither will anybody else because you seem to be eating all of the inventory. So, you know,
What do you do?
um,
Well,
I
let me ask you, so the recipes came from the old man, right?
Yes, yes.
Now, are you allowed to deviate from these recipes? Like all
Oh,
the new
absolutely.
stuff, is the new stuff just new and cool, or are we still following old German sausage rules?
Um,
Like,
you know what? The funny thing was we learned all these things, and great. So they kind of really give you a good base, like, and really the base is like how much salt you putting in, and
right.
those kind of basic items too. And the funny thing was we had we had my business partner Jens. He had a friend come over from Germany, and he said, "Oh, I brought you the family recipe for this one sausage."
All
Great.
right.
So we looked at the recipe, and we're like all the ratios and everything are the same as what we've been doing. So like this is I think how it's taught in
Oh,
Europe
okay.
and Germany and things like that. So it's like X number of grams of salt per kilo of meat. So
Right.
that's really kind of a standard thing. So once you get those kind of bases there, and okay, it's going to be cured, it's going to be everything's going to be great. Now I add my flavors, and some of the flavors, you'd be amazed how little it takes to get the flavor into some of these things. Like some of these spices, we're putting in like half a gram per kilo, like minor amounts, and you can still
And it carries?
Really?
carries a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, like especially if it's a strong thing, like you've got like a clove or anise or something like that.
Anise or something, I could see that
Yeah,
that
it's really
fennel
powerful.
would pull through.
You
Wow.
can you can pull those things through. But yeah, so once you got that, like that allows to do things like apple whiskey and wild mushroom and things like that that weren't really part of the kind of
Right.
original group of recipes that we've got. But we've got that basis now. We can say okay, and we found that the he was very traditional, so like honey garlic just would have no way,
Not
no
gonna
way.
happen. Not in our lifetime, right?
So, so we actually had an extra hot beer weiser there for a while. It's good. It was quite spicy, but it wasn't selling. So why are we keep making something that's not really selling? Let's try something different.
Mhm.
And so everyone we talked to said, "Oh, try honey garlic, honey garlic, honey garlic." So like, okay, let's go for it. So we found we kind of went through a few connections, found a local honey supplier out of Surrey that's been around forever, the KB Honey family. And so they've been fantastic. Got honey off of them. And again, we try to stick to the more traditional way of doing things and not adding a lot of stuff to it. So you put the
Right.
honey in there and it's very, very mild because honey, things like honey and maple and everything like that, once you kind of process it all, it really kind of mellows the flavor out quite a bit. Most places will put something like an extract or a honey powder or something like that doesn't dissipate as much to try and
Right.
boost that honey flavor. And we just like, no, we're going to keep it more natural tasting, so it doesn't really give you that heavy honey flavor, but you do get the sweetness, you do get a bit of that through
Photo.
there. Just
I
trying
don't
to
want to have like a honey garlic wing. I
Yeah,
guess that's what I'm thinking. That's because when I hear flavors like that, that's the first thing I think is I don't want it so
no,
flavor forward. Like I enjoy the taste of the meat with just salt and pepper, but I have no problem with, a little tinge of flavor, like a little heat. I don't mind anise or fennel a little bit. I don't
yeah,
mind those, but I still want to be like,
yeah,
I don't want to eat like a candy bar. I don't want that sweet, sweet.
yeah, exactly. So we've got just a hint of sweetness. It's
Really? I
but
think I didn't open, I think you dropped those off. I don't think I touched those. I went right to the just, I went to the dry pepperoni
yeah,
or the refrigerated pepper. I don't know. Oh my God, these are so good.
yeah.
Like I have to go back now. Well, provided they're still there by next Tuesday, I will have to try the other ones.
Listen, Miriam, if you're listening to this, put that stuff away because
This recording won't matter. So it's going to be long gone by the time this recording
I'll
comes out.
just have to
I'm
cut and
all good
send
to
this to
go.
her before.
I'm all good to go. I'm all good to
Lord,
go.
good Lord.
You're all pork based though, right? Like, is there
Yes, yeah,
now? Is there? Would you? Because we are getting, our demographics do change in
yeah.
the city, so we are getting more people that are probably halal or just not wanting pork
Mhm.
for whatever reasons.
Mhm.
Is there
Um,
can you go to beef, or are we going to get all the Germans all uptight? Like,
oh no, no. I mean, there's definitely
because they do it there too, right? I would
products that we
assume.
could. We've stuck with pork. It was mostly when we were manufacturing weeks because of all the you kind of get into more of the rules based part of it, right? Where you're mixing meats and we kind of just wanted to stay away from that. So we stuck to pork, which
Right,
majority of German recipes are pork based.
right.
So we've just kind of stuck with that.
I
But
guess if you're the co-packer now, though, it's a little different too, right?
yeah, there that does offer us some opportunities. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get into that, but we're just really gonna just focused on the pork, and pork is great because it just
I'm okay with you stay. You can
it
stay on pork
it,
all
it,
day.
it
You don't
takes
need to move. I just was
it
a question.
takes
Your
I'm
argument
quite
too.
happy where we are.
it takes all the flavors that we're trying to
Yeah,
do
I'm all good.
well without the meat itself doesn't overpower
Right.
what you're trying to do here.
Right, which is why, and I like game sausage. I don't mind
Oh
elk
yeah.
or moose or deer. I like lamb, but it is more meat forward. It's a little different. Like pork is not benign, but pork is a nice carrier.
Kind of our philosophy is we want to do things well. We want to be a premium product. We don't want to
Right.
be like when we make our pepperoni, we use lean leg meat. Like that's what we use. We use lean leg meat, and we top that off with some extra fat to get it to about the same level as lean ground beef. So it's
Mhm.
not very fat heavy. We don't use trim.
Yeah.
And not there's anything wrong with trim, but that's we want to play in the higher level category. We don't want to compete with the Frybees and all this kind
Right.
of things. They've got their space in the market, and just you don't want to go into that sea of sameness, right? It's not our place to be. And the same thing kind of with beef. It's not really where we're our strongest. So I would probably say, going forward, we'll probably stick with pork,
Stick
unless
with pork.
there's an
You play with the
opportunity or something
flavors.
where we got a really good idea that
Right.
really says got to be lamb or it's got to be beef kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll probably just stick with what we do best.
No, nothing wrong
That
with
makes,
that.
but then, it is like in this world where we're trying to be all things to all people, to be a purist in a way.
Yeah, stay in your path.
I think it's kind of cool, right? Because you do offer, it is that opportunity to be able to build, kind of a premium taste and feel. And then, we don't need to do everything, and we don't need to be all things to all people, right? I think that's kind of cool. It
I think that's a good idea
keeps the
too.
vision clear, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we do get, and because of what we do in the shop specifically, like we get lots of vegetarians in the shop. They just buy
Mhm.
cheese. They buy some of the other product, all the other products that we have, that are not meat based.
Right.
And
But it's a nice pairing, clearly. I
yeah,
mean, meat and cheese
yeah,
is definitely
absolutely. We carry things like gluten-free crackers and things like that, because I mean all our sausages are gluten-free, like no fillers, no nothing in it. It's all really, we try to keep it as clean as possible. So, we do cater to the gluten-free crowd, just kind of because that's the way we believe it should
right.
be anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we get that question constantly, like, are your products gluten-free? And it was funny, my business partner being, from Germany, a little more direct with people. He's like, why would there be gluten in it?
We don't know. We're asking you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's just you don't make it with with gluten. That's not the way it should be done.
Yeah.
So,
But they're thinking, well, but I've turned packages over and it's definitely said stuff's in there. So I'm
oh yeah,
asking just to make
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you do have to be careful with some flavors if you get into some of anything with soy and things like that. So you can end up with gluten in places where you didn't think it was going to be, but
Well, that's just it, right? So,
yeah. So like I said, now it's just trying to grow, trying to find a space to grow.
so that's where I was going to sort of go now. So when you talk about like growing, are you talking about growing more? Like, do you well, probably not because we all come from retail, so we know the challenges. Is it more retail doors of your own? Is it going into more retail doors? Is it food service? Like, what's sort of the
Yeah, I mean,
um,
I think we want to get more into that wholesale and get the product out more
right?
widely distributed. Retail is hard.
It is
Um,
hard.
it's because you need to have premium real estate to be
Yeah.
visible. So you can't just open up in a warehouse space and hope people will show up, because they won't.
Yeah.
Um,
What? What are you
like, I
talking
mean,
about?
I see it with some of the breweries that I go to, right? I mean, they're just
Yeah.
located in the middle of an industrial complex,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
location,
they,
location,
they, they
location.
make good beer, but no one goes there.
They're only there Monday to Friday and they're all working. Nobody's there
Yeah,
on the weekend.
exactly. So, yeah, it's
Hmm.
Yeah, we even talked about trying to find better space in Steveston, and it's just you literally move a block and the rent doubles.
Yeah, that's you can't do that then. I mean, it doesn't. There's no sense to that, right?
So and we're like, well, there's not going to be double the people.
No.
Maybe it'll be
No.
25% more.
Yeah.
Get more of
Maybe.
that, more of the
Maybe.
walk by crowd because the streets are
Yeah.
busier. But then even then during the winter, yeah, it's always Stevenson's all about the locals in the
You
winter.
need the locals, man. You need the regulars that come in or the ones who make a destination because they're going to the docks and maybe buying fish off the docks. They're
Yeah,
going to their favorite meat guy. Like, they got to have that. Yeah, I mean, Stevenson's not that big. It's truly a destination for a lot of people. If you live there, totally support your hood. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
But I don't think there's really just enough just to focus on. Yeah, I don't think you'll never get to walk in, not in the winter anyway.
No, not in the winter for sure.
No, summer maybe, but even then, like you're touristy. I mean, I don't know if that's, are you
It's not
really
really
want,
our target market, right? They're
no,
not
but are you running around trying to find pepperoni sticks or, a chorizo to
and
munch on? Like,
and
it's not,
yeah, I mean, I want the people who are going to buy like Christmas time is great. People come,
oh, I bet.
entertaining
Mhm.
meat and cheese, so
Mhm.
it's always fantastic. But it is locals. It is mostly locals, and you see the same people all the time. I mean, I can already got a few orders in my head that I already know. There's one for Thanksgiving. There's one for Christmas. Same guy orders the same thing, kind of a standing
All
order.
good, man.
Start
That's all
panicking when
good.
it's like 3 days before Thanksgiving. He hasn't ordered yet.
That's when you get on the phone. Hey, what
Yeah,
happened?
exactly. But so we've got that relationship with all our
Right.
customers, and that's really what's kept us alive. And and that kind of base has given us this opportunity now to say, hey, okay, let's do more.
Right. So in terms of food services, most of it right now, like you said, there's about 10 bars, but is there like, I mean, I'm just asking, like, I'm assuming there's potential for restaurants or
Yeah,
again, I'm trying to figure out, yeah, because I trust me, we both know retail. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's really for the thing. I mean, you got to really have a will to want to do
yeah.
more retail. That's a tough
It's
gig.
it's
I
a
mean,
yeah.
again, local, but Britannia Brewing in Steveston here, they use some of our products.
Okay, yeah,
We got a few products in was it Combine Cafe on what's it, King George Boulevard, I think it is
Mhm.
in
yeah.
Surrey. So kind of a newer place. It was one of these things, just knowing people, and we were originally looking at building our own factory at the what's it called, Southlands in Tawasin.
Yeah.
They're building a new building. There's a deal. They kind of approached us. We cut through people we knew and said, hey, we'll do that. And then, through economics, the building got canceled. So
Mhm.
things happen, no problem. And but they were building this other project in there, and I guess they mentioned us to the restaurant. So the restaurant comes to us to buy some of our sausages and salamis, and we're at Lena's Deli in Granville Island. They sell some of our stuff.
Oh, that's
Um,
okay. So okay.
it's good. It's a start, right? I mean,
It's a
during
push though, eh? Like you're because how because there's a lot of touches along the way to kind of spread your name out,
Mhm.
right? Like so retail, it is retail, but it's not regular retail even. Do you know like if you made a jam, you could
Yeah,
push it and then eventually, jams are things people understand, but sausages are not pepperoni sticks. Like these are things that you got to try them. Somebody's got to tell you, like you need a Kenny walking around going,
They're worth it,
yeah.
man.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yes,
risk a
sir.
heart attack because I've been eating way too many of those pepperoni sticks. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, that's what the power in our shop is. We will give you a sample of anything you want. You
yeah.
want
See, it's hard
try
once
this
once you
cheese,
try it, man. It's hard. Like, at that point, it's hook, line, sinker, man. You're done.
and that's it. Right? That's the real power. It's trying to get out there and get people to
Yeah,
try. As soon as they try it,
yeah.
they'll buy it. Like,
But it's different, like in your own shop, right? When you're
yeah,
demoing in a store and they're doing other things, and you never know if it's going to happen.
it's
Now, in the
yeah,
shop, they're looking at you. In some ways, you're thinking, well, it's got something for free, it was really good. I guess I should buy. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
no,
it's
but
these are
it's
close
also
to
because
deal,
you're
right?
prepared for it. It's like
And I
going
love
to the
it.
ice cream shop and asking for a little sample spoon, right?
Yeah, you're not
We're
walking
gonna
out not
buy
buying
ice
ice
cream.
cream.
Like
You're buying
I
ice
am
cream
here for the ice
for
cream,
ice
right?
cream.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I go into a meat shop, I am
I'm
there
buying
for
meat.
protein. Like I want meat, right? Like I want like I don't sell me no plant-based, no nothing. Like I
That
went
didn't
in
come for
for meat.
crackers and
That's what
shit,
I
man.
want, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe you can appease me by giving me a really hearty cheese, but I'm getting meat. Like I'm sure of it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess it's just my brain it went to how do you ensure you're doing that? How do you how do you replicate that in as many places as
Well,
possible,
that's
right?
the thing. That's
Like,
sort of what I'm
you
trying to
know,
figure out too,
yeah,
because it's oh, the product lends well to retail because it's not if you see it, you know what it is,
Yeah.
right? And then it's got to be a matter of, okay, I see this. I know some of these other brands. What's this price like? Is it close? If it's not close, like why is it not close? Like if this stuff here is, let's say, 8.99, I don't care what the price is, and this is 12.99, like is it worth the $4? If I don't know, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think the beauty that you have, because it is still, first, the name's cool, right? So it kind of feels crafty and artisanal.
Hmm.
The packaging as it is now, even if you tweaked it, it still looks a little more artisanal. It looks like it's hand packed. Like, do you know what I mean? It does
Yeah.
look, it doesn't look like, okay, not picking on Frybees and Grims. I don't mind their stuff either, but it doesn't look like that. It looks
Yeah.
like small scale, kind of cool. This is the guy you got to try. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's exactly, there's, especially since we use, on the bigger ones anyway, we use natural casings. So sometimes you get shorter ones, sometimes you get longer ones. And it's all because the casing is just a different diameter. It's natural.
that's awesome. Makes me
So
want it more actually.
it's all like 200 grams, but one's kind of a little
No,
shorter.
that makes me
Whatever,
want it
man.
more,
Who
not less.
cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
killing me, Clint.
it's
Houston's
yeah,
very
it's
far away right now.
I'm gonna have to take next time Phil's in town, clearly we're gonna have to take a drive down to Steveston. Or I was gonna say La Grotta, but highly unlikely anything's gonna be left there. So we're probably having to come down to Steveston.
anytime. Just let me know. But
I'm coming without him. I don't trust that he's going to take me anywhere. I'm coming without him.
Oh, I'll go for this one.
Uh-huh,
I'm
uh-huh,
all in because
uh-huh.
I'm
No,
enjoying
no,
it.
no. I think I'm not going to take you to Steveston is how that's going to work.
We'll
So I
find
think I'm going
Steveston
to go by
without it. It's not
myself.
gonna matter. You're in Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm here. I know where Steveston is.
I know where Steveston is. You know,
You even named it wrong the last time you were telling me. I didn't know what you're talking about. So
I don't
seriously,
care. It doesn't matter what it's named. I got to
whatever.
eat lots of things there, you know.
I think I'm coming by
Was
myself.
everything there last time. I was walking around because I do love that kind of neighborhood. And then I recognize that the wharf is like but one part of it, right? So I got a bunch of food. I was with a friend and then we wandered up a bunch of street. There's a really cute Filipino bakery
yeah,
down one of the streets there that's just fantastic, right? They've got ube everything, right? So yeah, so I'm
It's
willing to
cute.
bet I probably wandered right by your shop actually.
that could be.
Yeah.
Like I said, we get that a lot for whatever reason. If they're not looking for us, they
Yeah.
don't see us.
Yeah.
We
And
tell them.
you have just as I'm on it now, but you have one of the best Japanese restaurants, I think, in Vancouver in Steveston. Like it was the freshest sushi I can't remember. I'm sure I have it logged somewhere, but oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so fresh, the sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few good places around in the village, so it's yeah, there's some good stuff going on. It's
Yeah. It's a nice place. I like it a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow,
and we've gotten to know like most of the business owners down there. Well, it's not a BIA, it's the Merchants Association. So
Yeah.
you get to know all the players down there, and we all kind of support each other to a degree, and yeah, it's a fun place to be.
I'm on
Just
the web page now.
more people.
It's oh my gosh. It's so good. It's so good down there. It's so cool. And it's cool that you are like right there. That's okay, so where do you go from here? So you're starting retailers
Like, what's your kind of bigger picture? What do you want to do with this thing? Like, do you want to kind of get to all of BC? Are you coming out
Yeah,
to Ontario?
I mean, we'd love to. I mean,
Yeah,
that's of course another,
yeah.
whole thing. How can we? I still don't understand all the rules about going province to province.
I don't think anybody does.
I don't even understand the rules here
I don't think anybody does.
because I mean, you get into these discussions with your health inspector. Like they're like, we can't hang salamis up. Like
What do you do with them?
so we've got ones that are some ones that are air cured and things like that, and we're like, okay, well they need to be hung up. They don't need to be refrigerated. They don't need all that. They're like, well, they got to be in the refrigerator. Well, no, they don't.
No, they don't. That's why we make them this way.
And they're like, yes, they do. And that's their understanding of what they've been taught about how we handle meat in North America. And so yeah, there's challenges, and
And it could be different in each province. That's the other challenge. I don't know.
it seems to me also it's quite subjective, and it could depend on the inspector you have that day and what kind of mood he's in. We got a good relationship with our health inspector. It's great. You know what? We do everything he tells us to do. We discuss with him, and so we're really good. But yeah, but I don't understand how we can sit here and make something. We've got zero issues. We make sure everything's done really well, so no one's gonna get sick.
Yeah.
But I can't send it to Alberta. It's dry, it's shelf stable, it's all these things, but apparently that might harm someone in Alberta. Not
Well,
see,
what's safe in BC clearly is not safe in Alberta because they must
yeah.
have different rules. So we should be following the Alberta rules clearly because if they can't take our meat, maybe we shouldn't take ours. Then
Yeah,
you go to Saskatchewan, if they won't take Alberta beef, but they'll take yours maybe. You know what I mean? Like you're starting to think, well, this is getting. I
yeah.
mean, they can't because you got to be federally. But again, you're within a country, and then you got 13 different sets of rules plus the main rule. So
Mhm.
which rule?
Yeah, and
But
that's
honestly, some of it doesn't make any sense. Like, so you kind of look at that and go, the other one, there's a pork rind company that we love a lot. And I think they're made on the
On
island.
the island, I think.
And she's amazing. But she is in the same zone. She's going, it's a pork rind. Like it it
yeah,
is
Like, so I don't know how much more benign. Like, I don't know what you want me to
like
do with this. Like,
what
really?
what can happen with a pork rind? Like it's literally it makes no sense, right? But she's got to stay in BC because she's not CFIA
yeah.
certified, right? And it doesn't make any sense that a pork rind company would need to be CFIA certified for what they do, right? It doesn't.
Well, I was trying to understand that after talking to the honey people, why they're all CFIA thing, and what got me was some of the rules that they had around the size of containers. They
Oh
have
God.
sizes. I'm like, why? Why?
Mm,
But
mhm.
that's not just honey. Peanut butter,
Yeah,
ketchup.
yeah.
You
I,
can't
I
have a 300 gram 300 mil ketchup. You can have 375. You can have 500, 750, 1 liter, 1.5. You
so
can't fart around in it. You can't fart around in all these sizes. You can't have peanut butter at, 425. It's 500, 375, 250.
I was trying to wrap my head around that, and
Well,
I
when you figure it out,
couldn't.
let
I
us know
couldn't.
because that could
Yeah,
be that could be that. I don't even think people understand what we're saying now because we don't get it. I
yeah.
don't. Anyway, whatever makes you happy. If that's
Well, and,
a
and we actually get the absurd, regulations for the most part, right? And we don't get that one.
no, we
I
never
don't
will.
understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got someone who would probably help us out with sales in like Nova Scotia. That can't, at least not right now. Like, hopefully these things will change. I mean, I understand some of the like maybe the raw meat, especially
Yeah.
ground
I
products,
get
and
all that. I
Absolutely.
understand
like
that.
Absolutely.
that's your
Yeah.
maximum chance of something
Yep.
Right,
going
Yep.
sideways.
right,
But once it's cured and smoked and
right. It's done,
dry,
man.
it's
It's
Doesn't make
done.
no sense.
But even and if you even stretch it, like even the ground really does make sense. If you are federally regulated, if you're under whatever we decide as a country are the rules, and you follow the rules are the rules. So
Yeah.
either the rules are no good and they're full of shit, or the rules are good and we follow. And you can't have a province have a better rule than the country because that doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the rule? Pick one rule and let's go to the rule.
Yeah. And that's it. Like, I mean, the guy we're working with is like he follows all the federal rules.
But he's not federally
He's
certified
not,
because there's a
yeah,
cost to it too. So people don't understand. It costs
yeah,
you a lot of money to get federally
Mhm.
certified.
exactly. And
You
now
know,
that would, can end up putting your product, kind of out of a price range.
well, it won't kinda. It definitively will
Yeah.
put it out of the price, which is why it doesn't. Why a lot of people don't get certified. It's costly.
Hmm.
But you want to buy a Canadian, but I can't buy you, or I can because I'm an East fan, but he's in Mississauga. He can't buy you unless he comes out here.
Yeah.
And we decide to take him to the shop, which we still are on the fence on, but
Oh
that's a
no, I'm
different
coming.
that's a
Oh,
different conversation.
so there's actually there's two restaurants because I look for them. One is called Ichiro, and
Yeah.
that's the one on Chatham and Second.
Yeah. That's
And then
like
the
two.
other
We're at
one.
Chatham first, so we're just one block
Oh,
away from
all
them.
right. Okay, so I definitely walked by
You
it.
probably did walk by it.
Well, no, I walked by you, but my face was full of food because the other one that we stopped at was the Omikaze restaurant, the Kuroki Kaiseki, which is right around the corner from you.
Yeah.
So we went there first, and it's Omikaze, so I got different stuff, and then I walked over to Ichiro.
Yeah.
And honestly, wow, like it's just the freshest
Oh yeah.
sushi I've ever had, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Wow.
Now we need to get you into the meat place.
Oh no, I'm all like
All
Ken,
in.
if we go, we're not
Oh, we're
eating
going. We're
because because
going.
because we're gonna go see Clint, and then we are
Yeah.
going to the Omakaze restaurant because there's a couple of things that I didn't get to try last time, and then we'll go to Ichiro as well, and then honestly, the little fish and chip shop right at the dock as well,
Pajos.
Pajos
Pajos.
or
Yeah.
Tacos.
yeah, wow, also great, and rockfish cod, which I can't get out of here, so
Yeah.
it's all about the food, man. It's all about
Hmm.
the food.
Clearly.
Wow.
Clearly.
I like it's cool what you're doing.
Yeah. And we think so too. But like I said, I just think we got something so unique, and it's just it's hard. Like even
It's the story. Yeah.
trying to get people to even talk to me sometimes is hard. This is why we kind of approach Lagrada. Like it's just trying to get your foot in the door, just trying to get someone to actually even talk to you. Um, you
You got
know,
to find the right people to see the problem we have. The problem we have in certain pockets is we have lots of distributors and we do have lots of retailers in the province. Like we have outlets that can move your product and outlets that can buy your product and sell your product. The
yeah,
challenge sometimes is the fit,
yeah,
right? If you're going to be like the difference, I think, with La Grotta and a few other distributors, let's say like a Dover or a place like that, is that they do at least carry Lecker, typically little nicer things, nicer cheeses,
yes,
nicer meats. It's not really pedestrian. It's really hard to talk to somebody who's, and again, no offense to Frybees, distributing that and then saying, hey, you should carry the original house. And so you're
absolutely,
thinking, buddy, that's two different worlds. They've got, 454 grams retail 9.99, and we're talking, 200 grams retailing at 12.99. You're two different consumers, two different worlds. You got to find a pocket that,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? It's hard otherwise.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you can't be in superstore, just so we're both clear. It ain't gonna work.
No,
It's
no,
not gonna work.
that's
It's not gonna
and
work in Save On.
no,
Could work in Songs, could work in City Ave,
yeah, and
could work
that's
in City Market, which is a Loblaws, but it
But
cannot work in superstore.
it's also like, the consumer that would shop there would also not be happy, right? Like you'd probably get phone calls that would really piss you off where you kind of go, "Hey, listen, Clint, like I bought it and like one sausage is like this big and the other one's like this
Hey,
big." And
buddy.
you're going, "Do you understand what natural casing, because
yeah,
the
Yeah, we're
fake
not
ones,
running off
they come out
machines that way,
exactly the
guys.
same, right? So when I put them in a shrink wrap or whatever, they come out exactly the same. So you want that, go there, right? But anyone who knows anything about anything about this at all, you kind of go, wait, wait. those are highly irregular. Like those are the ones I want, right? Like,
Yeah,
you know, like you guys pack those by hand or what? I don't know what you did, but they're all different shapes, and
Exactly.
it's going to be
yeah.
awesome, right? Like that's what I want, right? So
I,
yeah,
I mean, we got a little more. There's a little more automation now, but yeah, when I first learned, we twisted every single pepperoni stick by
yeah,
hand. Did it
yeah.
all by hand.
Yeah. So
We
the
didn't have.
lengths are different, the widths are different. It's just different.
And you
Yeah,
know, it's going to be awesome. Like that's the thing, right? Like, oh my
yeah.
gosh,
That was my my Wednesdays. It was like, okay, now you're going to do 1,200 hand twist 1,200 pepperoni sticks.
carpal
Jeez, that's a
tunnel,
lot.
carpal
Oh
tunnel.
yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Oh yeah.
Canis elbow, like
Yeah.
holy shit.
There's definitely techniques. You get taught the right technique, and you're okay. You don't do a lot of try not to use your wrists a lot. You learn how to flip. Like, we hand tied every single fresh sausage was all hand done. You stuff a 10-foot long casing, and you twist them all, and you know what, you get good at it. You come out to about 100 grams a piece.
It's crazy
Wow.
though, right? Like how
Yeah.
good you can get at it,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
again, to Phil's point, whether it's I don't care. I don't if when they're all uniform, you're just thinking, well, I don't know, man. The artisanal thing is gone, right? They can't, they're not supposed to be the same. Like I'm sorry, I know
Yeah,
it's not. I mean, whatever. So we got to get you into more places. You need to get some distribution. You need to get out there.
absolutely. And
Yeah, you need to get out there.
it's gone well it's gone well in most tasting rooms, like, but there are some there. It's not the demographic that's going to pay
That's
$15.
fine. That's no big
And
deal. Like
that's fine. It's
no
business.
biggie.
It's like, your customers. If it's not a fit, it's not a fit.
Yeah, it's no use forcing it. It's not going to sell anyway. Then well, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, but most places it does pretty good.
Yeah,
Usually, if
no
I go in
problem,
there
man.
and see a couple regulars sitting around there, I'll throw them a pack too, and kind of
That
helps.
helps. It helps.
Doesn't hurt, man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
hurt.
because it's like I
It's a
said,
good product. There's really not much you can say about it. So if you guys are, once people start listening to this, the original house in Steveston, hopefully to be distributed elsewhere soon and across the province. But I'm telling you, man, it's worth it. It's a good
absolutely. I
product.
mean, we really think, like, especially with the kind of the bigger the Matador salamis and that, we think it'd be a great fit in like wine country.
Totally.
They're putting out little charcuterie
Every
plates.
charcuterie board in the province can do this one.
Like
So,
it's such a
so if
good.
people are going to find you, it's actually D, as in the letter D,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
then original sausage, and then houses Saus.
Okay.
So
Yes. Yeah.
D as in the letter D, original sausage, and
Yeah.
then Haus.
Yeah. D. It's
Um,
usually D dash. Some use an apostrophe. It's D
I'm sorry,
dash.
yes.
And
Yeah.
apostrophe will work too, because I usually do apostrophe and it does find it. So
Yeah, it does find
it
it.
is totally
You
there.
you can find us on the web, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Or if you just put in original house Steveston, it comes up as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can put in cheese Richmond. I think we show up at
Or
the
you can
top.
just ping me and I'll just tell you where to go.
yeah,
So
But I'm
yeah,
not sharing. But
yeah.
just so we're all clear.
yeah. I mean, we were just having a conversation today, and with the challenges of retail, and having to carry so much inventory that in a small shop, it's like, okay, we're a German sausage house. Oh, you have to have mustard,
Oh
and
yeah.
so you got mustard. But you know, so now on my shelf, I've got you got to carry $500 worth of mustard,
I'll give you
and,
another one
and
now.
you don't sell it that
Pretzels.
quick.
Do you have pretzels?
Yes, we bake pretzels
So
every morning.
so Miriam did get to have some of the pepperoni sticks, and she had it with the Savini truffle mustard.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm not a big fan of the truffles. That I don't like truffles. I like fresh truffle.
The
I'm okay with
truffle
that. Not a
mustard.
big fan. And she said it was off the charts. Off the charts.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what, and that's the other reason we want to try and get in. The more we can get out in the world, then we can then we can play a little bit more. We've talked
Totally.
about doing, like, can we do a truffle? Can we do a truffle pepperoni?
Why not?
No one's doing that. I mean, we can do it, but
Why not?
it's you kind of need to get a little bit under your belt first before you start playing around, get too deep into the other stuff. So
You let someone else sort of do it. Right now, you can have Savini truffle oil and the original house pepperoni sticks right now, folks. Right now. Easy peasy.
You guys are killing me. Oh,
I love when I'm the
exciting.
one who gets to finally be first and try this shit. And I know it drives them crazy. I just love it. And it
Doesn't
is
matter if you're
really
first. I
good.
just want
I'll
some
tell
now.
you that, and truffle is one thing that the people who do shop at our shop, they love it. Like we sell this truffle brie, triple cream brie.
Oh,
I mean, it's the most expensive cheese we sell, and it flies out the door.
Yeah.
we've got some new stuff coming into like in Lagrotta, the same thing. There's some truffle bases, like just
Yeah,
and again, I'm not a huge fan of like
No,
truffle
I'm not
oils,
either.
fresh truffle and stuff all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
But there's some phenomenal stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
Very cool, man.
Oh,
Very cool.
Clint, I'm glad you did this. This is awesome.
Me
Yeah,
too.
this is fun. This is fun.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this. And then we will definitely come out.
Absolutely.
We'll
Just,
definitely
yeah,
come out.
just,
And,
Yeah, but do a little recording in the shop.
yeah.
yeah,
It'd be
for
awesome.
sure.
Right, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anytime, just let me know.
Apparently, you give samples out. I heard that. I'm definitely heard that. And if I didn't
Yeah.
hear, I'm hearing it now. So 100% we're coming to eat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we some people, especially when they're trying cheese, because you get so many European cheeses that people just out here don't know. Out here, I
So
mean,
good.
when I was growing up, charcuterie was orange cheddar, Ritz crackers, and
Yeah,
like, you know, garlic
well, that's what
cloves.
it was.
Maybe you got some marble if
Some
you
dill,
really kind
some
of like
some
leveled
Yeah.
some
up a
Bix
little.
pickles.
Christmas time, you got the marble
Yeah.
cheese.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
you
Yeah.
had some
But
nice Bix pickles. Maybe some canned olives.
Perkins.
so people don't know.
Perkins is a whole level
Like
up. Like
Gherkins was a
it's
whole. That was the big leagues. That was
yeah,
only special.
yeah,
So
those are
people don't
the
know, and people are just shocked. Like it's not a North American thing to sample that much. Like you offer people that they're like, oh, they're you. Every time you see them look at something, we just say, "Do you want to try it?"
You're probably freaking them out because they're thinking, well, nobody does that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So some people it does freak out once they get used to it, and now we get people coming in. It's like, oh yeah, I want to try that. Oh, that's a new one. I want to try that one. So we've got
I
people
love when people offer me, like,
used
because
to it.
when they can tell I'm going to do this, I just don't know what it is. What would you like to try? I'm thinking, seriously, do you mind? Cut a
Well,
piece, and you're thinking, oh, okay, that's what I want. I'll buy.
But there is it shifts the intent, I think, right? Because I think if you come in and it's like everything's behind the glass, you kind of like it's all on the consumer to kind of like take the first
Well, it's
step,
intimidating now.
buy
I don't know what
something.
to do, right? I
But
don't.
but when you start giving, it's like no, you're in. Like
All in.
I pushed you way down the buying path, so this is just about like what which one would you like to buy,
Yeah, or
not
how bad is this
would
going
you
to be at the end
buy.
of the
It's
till?
you know what?
which ones do you want? Like which combos do you want, right?
Yeah.
Like
The easiest way to get a bad Google review is to have someone buy an expensive piece of cheese, they get home and they
yeah,
hate it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, and it has nothing to do with the cheese, nothing wrong with the cheese. They just
yeah,
don't like it.
yeah.
It's
It's
got
not
nothing to
wrong
do
with
with anything. You just
yeah,
didn't know what you bought.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I have some cheeses that you kind of ask them, well, what are you thinking? And it was okay. We give them a sample of cheese. They're like, oh, no, that's not for me. They're like, okay, now it points me in another direction to recommend something else.
Yeah. So now
But
these 12 cheeses are no longer on the table. Good. Yay, team.
exactly. And they all leave happy. That's
That's
the
Oh,
the
real
that's the
but
trick.
you do that for me, and I feel committed, right? Because I am not shopping anymore. Now I'm selecting, right? Which
Well,
is
now
a
I'm
totally
buying.
different
I
thing,
just don't
right?
know what
Because
it
I'm
is, but
like,
I'm buying.
okay, you
yeah.
took the time. I tried
I'm
that.
in.
It doesn't
I'm
matter
in.
whether I feel guilty or it just makes me committed. Is I had that last piece of cheese and it was shit in my mouth, right? So
Yeah.
now I got now I gotta find a cheese that I'm gonna love that I'm gonna be excited to go home with, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you smart man. You smart. Maybe it's better you're out there.
Well,
Not
I mean,
because
it's a lot of what my Jens learned over years of doing it because I've only been part of this for what's it now? Is it 5 years, 4 years? I don't know. COVID
maybe
throws
it's
your
better that Kenny's out there and I'm
internal
out here.
calendar off. But,
It's totally better for you.
since day
Maybe I
one,
wind up at the shop every day. Between you, the Japanese restaurants, the Filipino bakery.
yeah,
Phil never leaves Steveston.
It's true, actually.
You'll be there 50 more
I
years.
really like it there. I liked it a
I
lot.
can
Like
I can
it
finish
is.
it all off. My sister owns an ice cream shop in Steveston.
Oh yes,
She's making her own ice cream.
There you go, baby.
yes,
Okay, I swear to God, the next time he's here, which is probably in a couple of weeks, we
yes,
may fly down to Steveston.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
I love it. I
There you
love it.
go. Clint, thank you very much for doing this. I'm
Awesome.
glad
Yes,
I
thank
got a
you.
chance to meet you, and I'm glad you got a chance to come on. And
Yes.
hopefully, this now brings a few more people to the original Sausage House in
hope so.
Steveston.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Very cool.
Thanks, Clint.
All right.
Have a great day.
Bye.
See you.
You too.
Take care, man.
Bye.
You're gonna love it. I'm telling you right
hungry.
now, you're gonna love it. It's
I'm
really,
hungry. It's like
really
it's
good.
like 8 o'clock Toronto time.
Buddy, and
I'm
it's, you know
hungry.
what? It's not fat chunks. It's
Yeah.
ground perfectly. It's got just nice flavor. Honestly, it's just subtle. It's really, really nice. It really is.
Okay. I'm in.
There you go.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody.